Have you ever woken up, looked in the mirror, and thought, wait, when did I start looking tired all the time? Maybe your knees crack a little louder than they used to, or you get winded walking up the stairs, even though you swear you were doing fine just a few years ago. Trust me, you're not alone. That creeping feeling that your body is changing faster than you expected, it's something so many of us feel once we hit our 30s. Here's the thing nobody really tells you. Your body doesn't just flip a switch when you turn 30. But little by little, the habits you carry into your 30s either become your superpower or the very thing that weighs you down in your 40s, 50s, and beyond. But don't worry, this isn't about panic or regret. In fact, this is the part of your life where you can take control. And the good news? You don't have to do anything extreme. No crazy diets. No 7-day juice cleanses. Just simple, practical habits that, when done daily, can help you stay energetic, sharp, and strong all the way into your 70s and even beyond. So, if you've ever wondered, how can I feel better, age better, and still enjoy life without feeling like I'm constantly playing catch up with my health? This video is for you. We're going to dive into 6 powerful, yet simple habits you can start doing today. And I mean that literally. Today, let's start with one of the most underrated habits that can truly change everything: getting consistent, quality sleep. Now, before you roll your eyes, hear me out. Most of us think of sleep as just rest. But after 30, sleep becomes a kind of health currency. Every night you shortchange yourself, you're borrowing energy from tomorrow. And at this stage in life, the interest rate on that energy loan, it's brutal. Think about it. Remember those days in your 20s when you could stay out late, crash for 4 hours, and somehow still function the next day? Yeah, those days are gone. Your body now relies on deep sleep to repair itself, to regulate hormones, boost your immune system, support your metabolism, and even keep your brain sharp. Without good sleep, your body feels like it's running in slow motion. And I'm not just talking about hours here. I'm talking about quality. Tossing and turning for 8 hours is not the same as getting 7 hours of deep, uninterrupted rest. So here's something simple to try. Give yourself a real bedtime. I know it sounds almost childish, but setting a regular bedtime, yes, even on weekends, helps regulate your internal clock. And when your body knows when it's supposed to sleep, it does a much better job of recharging. Also, try cutting off screens about 30 minutes before bed. The blue light from your phone or laptop messes with melatonin production. And that little hormone? It's your brain's way of saying, hey, it's time to sleep. Instead, try reading a physical book, doing some gentle stretching, or listening to calming music. You might be surprised how fast you fall asleep without that last scroll through social media. Okay, now that we've tucked in that habit, pun totally intended, let's move into something that feels simple but packs a massive punch: daily movement. Notice I didn't say exercise, because when people hear that word, they picture intense gym sessions, sweating buckets, and sore muscles. But movement? That's something you can build into your everyday life, no matter what your fitness level is. Your body was made to move. And when you move it every day, even just a little, you keep everything flowing. Your joints stay lubricated, your muscles stay strong, and your heart stays happy. Plus, movement does wonders for your mood. Ever go for a quick walk and come back feeling totally different, mentally? That's not just in your head. It's actually chemical. Your brain releases endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin, the feel-good trio, when you move. But the key is consistency, not intensity. A brisk 20-minute walk after dinner. Dancing in your living room to your favorite song. Taking the stairs instead of the elevator. Stretching in the morning before your coffee. These little pockets of motion can add up to a massive difference over time. I once knew a woman who swore by her laundry workouts. Every time she folded a batch of clothes, she'd do squats or toe touches in between. It might sound silly, but she was in her 60s, looked 20 years younger, and had more energy than most people I know in their 30s. If you're sitting at a desk all day or working from home, try setting a timer every hour to stand up and move around for 5 minutes. Walk around the house. Do a few shoulder rolls. March in place. The goal isn't to break a sweat, it's to tell your body, hey, I'm still using you. Don't start locking up on me. And if you're already active, great. But make sure you're doing a mix of things. Cardio is great for your heart. Strength training helps preserve muscle mass. And flexibility exercises like yoga or stretching keep your body agile. The older we get, the more we realize that feeling stiff and achy isn't just part of aging. It's often a sign that we've stopped moving the way we used to. Now, let's talk about the third habit, one that's easy to overlook but has a direct link to long-term health: staying hydrated. Yep, water. Plain old water. Not coffee, not soda, not juice. Just water. You'd be shocked how many people walk around mildly dehydrated every single day, and they don't even know it. They just feel tired, foggy, or cranky, and assume it's stress or age. But so often, it's dehydration quietly pulling the strings in the background. Your body is about 60% water, and every cell, every organ, every function relies on it. Water keeps your digestion running smoothly, your joints cushioned, your skin looking fresh, and your brain firing on all cylinders. When you don't drink enough, your body starts cutting corners. Your energy dips, your metabolism slows, and your concentration fizzles. And here's where it gets sneaky. As we get older, our sense of thirst actually weakens. That means you can be dehydrated without even feeling thirsty. So you have to be proactive. Try starting your day with a full glass of water. Before coffee, before breakfast, just water. Think of it as a way to wake up your insides. Then keep a reusable water bottle with you during the day, especially if you're out running errands, sitting at your desk, or stuck in traffic. If you don't like the taste of plain water, add a slice of lemon, cucumber, or a few berries. Keep it simple, but make it appealing. And if you're drinking alcohol or caffeine, which both act as diuretics, it's even more important to stay hydrated. A good rule of thumb: for every cup of coffee or glass of wine, have a glass of water, too. It sounds basic, I know, but staying hydrated consistently over years, not just days, can help prevent everything from kidney stones to constipation to premature aging. It's one of those habits that feels too small to matter, until it's the thing that makes you feel 10 years younger. Now, with sleep dialed in, your body moving daily, and your water bottle never far from reach, you're already building a powerful foundation. These aren't flashy habits, but they're the quiet engines running your energy, your clarity, and your strength. So take a breath, maybe grab a sip of water right now, and let's keep going. Now that we've set the foundation with daily movement, good sleep, and proper hydration, let's dig a little deeper into something that often controls our energy, our mood, and even how we age, without us even realizing it. Let's talk about food. More specifically, eating intentionally. I'm not going to tell you to go on a strict diet, or ban carbs forever, or force you to count every calorie. You don't need a complicated meal plan or an app that tracks every bite. But after 30, our bodies respond to food differently than they did in our 20s. You might notice that big bowl of pasta hits a little heavier, or that sugary snacks make you crash instead of giving you energy. That's not in your head. It's your metabolism slowing down, your hormones adjusting, and your gut becoming a little more sensitive. Eating with intention doesn't mean being perfect. It means paying attention to what fuels you and what drains you. It means choosing foods that leave you feeling full and energized, not bloated or sleepy. It's giving your body the tools it needs to repair, to fight off inflammation, and to keep your systems humming smoothly. Here's a simple way to think about it. Aim for color. The more colorful your plate, naturally, not from artificial dyes, the more nutrients you're getting. Think greens, reds, purples, oranges, leafy veggies, berries, carrots, sweet potatoes. These foods are packed with antioxidants that help protect your cells from aging. And then there's protein. As we get older, we actually need more protein, not less. That's because we lose muscle mass over time, and protein helps preserve it. Don't worry, you don't have to start chugging protein shakes or eating steak for every meal. Just make sure you're getting some form of quality protein: chicken, tofu, lentils, eggs, fish, with each meal. Your body will thank you, especially in your 50s and beyond. Oh, and let's not forget healthy fats. Yep, fats. They've gotten a bad rap over the years, but your brain, hormones, and joints all rely on them. Avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oil, these are the good guys. They help keep your skin supple, your memory sharp, and your mood balanced. One thing I've found helpful is preparing simple meals ahead of time. Not full-on meal prep marathons, but just having a few go-to, nourishing meals ready in the fridge. A big batch of roasted veggies, a quinoa salad, some hard-boiled eggs, or a jar of overnight oats. That way, when life gets busy, and let's face it, it always does, You have something ready that supports your body rather than sabotaging it. And here's the thing. This isn't about restriction. It's about nourishment. It's about eating in a way that supports your future self. That version of you in your 60s or 70s. They're going to be so grateful you started today. Now, while we're feeding our bodies, let's not forget the other half of the equation, feeding our minds. And this brings us to one of the most underrated habits for lifelong health, daily mental hygiene. That's right, taking care of your mind with the same consistency that you brush your teeth or wash your face. You see, after 30, life tends to get noisier. Careers get more demanding. Relationships evolve. You may be raising kids, caring for aging parents, managing finances, juggling responsibilities you never imagined in your 20s. And if we don't take time each day to pause, breathe, and process all of that noise, it starts to accumulate. Not just emotionally, but physically too. Stress, especially chronic stress, is like a slow leak in your health tank. It raises cortisol levels, messes with your digestion, weakens your immune system, affects your sleep, and even accelerates aging. And sometimes, we don't even realize we're carrying it until our bodies start sending signals like tension, fatigue, or constant irritability. That's why carving out just 10 to 15 minutes a day for your mental well-being is so powerful. It could be journaling, meditating, sitting quietly with a cup of tea, practicing gratitude, taking a slow walk without your phone. Anything that helps you step out of the mental whirlwind and reconnect with yourself. Personally, I love journaling in the morning. Nothing fancy, just a few lines about what I'm feeling, what I'm grateful for, or what I want to focus on. It helps me start the day with clarity instead of chaos. And on tougher days, it gives me a space to release some of that internal pressure before it builds up. If meditation feels intimidating, don't worry. You don't need to sit cross-legged on a cushion for an hour. Even 2 minutes of deep breathing can reset your nervous system. Try it right now if you want. Inhale slowly through your nose, hold for a moment, and exhale gently through your mouth. Feel that little shift? That's your body saying thank you. Mental hygiene also includes setting boundaries. Saying no when your plate is full, creating space for rest without guilt, protecting your peace like it's your most valuable possession, because honestly, it is. And here's a gentle reminder. It's not selfish to take care of your mind. It's essential. You can't pour from an empty cup. When your mind is clear, your decisions are better. Your relationships improve. Your energy expands. And you show up as the best version of yourself. Not just for you, but for the people who rely on you. Now, let's shift to something even more subtle, but deeply powerful. It's a daily habit that might not seem like much, but over time, it becomes the thread that holds everything together. And that's connection. As we get older, our social circles naturally change. Friends move away, priorities shift, we get caught up in our own lives. And without realizing it, loneliness can creep in. Not always the dramatic, crying alone kind of loneliness. Sometimes, it's just that quiet sense that no one really sees what you're going through, or that you haven't really laughed, in a while. But here's the kicker. Studies have shown that loneliness can be as damaging to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Let that sink in. 15 cigarettes. That's how important meaningful connection is to our well-being. Connection doesn't have to mean going to parties or having hundreds of friends. It's about quality, not quantity. It's those genuine conversations. The friends who check in. The moments where you feel understood, supported, and seen. Make it a daily habit to reach out. A quick message. A 5-minute call. A walk with a neighbor. A shared meal. Human connection is nourishment too, just in a different form. And if you're someone who feels isolated, you're not alone. Sometimes, you have to be the one to reach out first. Join a group. Volunteer. Say yes to the invite. Connection is a two-way street, and building it takes intention, but the rewards are enormous. There's also a beautiful kind of connection that comes from simply being present with others. Putting the phone down at dinner. Making eye contact. Listening without jumping in. Those small acts are powerful reminders to ourselves and others that we matter, and that we're not alone in this crazy, beautiful journey of life. When we stay connected, we stay younger, mentally, emotionally, and even physically. Our hearts beat a little steadier. Our brains stay sharper. Our immune systems get a little boost. It's incredible how something as simple as shared laughter or a warm hug can literally change your biology. So here we are. We've talked about intentional eating, daily mental hygiene, and meaningful connection. These aren't just habits. They're lifelines. They're the little choices that build the big picture of a vibrant, healthy life, well into your 70s and beyond. Now let's talk about the sixth and final habit, and honestly, it might be the most surprising one of all. It's not a new vitamin. It's not an exercise routine. It's not some secret supplement. It's something far more powerful, and yet so often overlooked in our busy lives. It's the habit of purpose. Yep, purpose. That sense that your life still matters, that you're still growing, contributing, and waking up for a reason bigger than just going through the motions. Purpose isn't just a nice idea for people who write self-help books. It's actually a proven predictor of long-term health, happiness, and longevity. Research has shown again and again that people who maintain a sense of purpose as they age live longer, have lower rates of disease, and enjoy better mental health. And the best part? It's never too late to find or reclaim your purpose. Now, here's the thing. Purpose doesn't have to mean starting a company or writing a best-selling novel. It can be anything that gives your days meaning and your life direction. Maybe it's mentoring younger people in your field. Maybe it's helping raise your grandchildren. Maybe it's creating art, volunteering, learning a new language, or even tending to a garden with love and care. Purpose shows up in small moments too, in making someone smile, in sharing your story, in being a steady presence for someone else. It's about remembering that you still have something valuable to offer, no matter your age. And if you're sitting there thinking, but I don't know what my purpose is anymore, that's okay. You're not alone. Life shifts. Roles change. What used to define us, our jobs, our kids, our responsibilities, starts to fade or evolve, and it can leave us feeling a bit unanchored. But that's not the end of the road. It's an invitation to rediscover who you are now and what lights you up today. So how do you build this habit of purpose into your daily life? Start by asking yourself a simple question each morning. What small thing can I do today that adds meaning to my life or someone else's? Some days it might be calling an old friend. Other days it could be learning something new or helping a neighbor. It doesn't have to be grand. It just has to feel real to you. Also, try surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, who encourage your passions, and who remind you that it's never too late to begin again. Purpose is often found in community, in connection, and in contribution. When you live with purpose, everything else starts to align. You move more. You eat better. You're more motivated to care for your body and mind, because now you're not just surviving. You're thriving with intention. So now, let's take a breath and look back on what we've shared together. 6 habits. 6 small but mighty shifts that can truly transform how you feel, not just in your 30s, but in your 50s, 60s, and right through your golden years. You've got daily movement, not a gym grind, but joyful motion that keeps your body young and mobile. You've got better sleep, not chasing perfection, but building a routine that lets your body truly rest and reset. You've got hydration, not just water, but real fuel for your brain and organs. You've started eating with intention, more color, more protein, more real food that supports every cell in your body. You've added daily mental hygiene, time to breathe, reflect, and find peace in a chaotic world. You've rediscovered connection, because we all need to feel seen and supported. And finally, you've opened the door to something bigger, living with purpose. Showing up each day knowing that you still matter and that your story is still unfolding. This isn't about overhauling your life overnight. It's about making small, daily decisions that honor your future self. Because the truth is, aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can mean growth, expansion, strength, clarity. You just have to give your body and mind the tools they need. And I want to say this clearly. It's never too late to start. Whether you're 32 or 62, today is a good day to choose your health, to choose your energy, to choose yourself. So I invite you to pick one habit, just one, and try it this week. See how it feels. See how your body responds. Then add another, and another. Before you know it, you'll be waking up with more energy, moving with more ease, and looking in the mirror and thinking, wow, I feel better than I have in years. Because it's possible, and because you're worth it. If anything I shared today resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What habits are you already practicing? Which one do you want to start? Let's support each other and grow together. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like. It really helps more people see it. And if you want more practical tips like this, hit that subscribe button and join our community. We're all in this together, and every step forward counts. Here's to living your best life, at any age, in any season, with joy, strength, and purpose. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next one.